Back in Ames, Iowa, ESPN College Football presented by Cars.com. Unbeaten number 8 Oklahoma State getting set to take on Iowa State. The freshman back next to him. He'll get the fake, landing on the move, and he finds his top receiver, one of them anyway, and Quinton Bundry for the injured Jimmy B. Here is Warren lunging forward. He's got the first down. Second down and 7. Blitz off the edge, gets picked up and landing down the middle. It is caught by Quinton Bundridge inside the Oklahoma State 25. The ball got knocked free and picked up by Lazard, but he's ruled down at the 24. This is his zone read. It's a give to Trevor Ryan. It's a fake to Trevor Ryan, and there goes Lanning all the way to the end zone. 24-yard touchdown, and the Cyclones are on the board first. This season has one of their own. Cole Netton bangs it through. Stride with Mason Rudolph from the 19-yard line. And it's a give to Raymond Taylor. And the former Kansas State Wildcat takes it out across the 40-yard line. Four-man rush, quick delivery, high throw. Good catch by Marcel Aitman. Second down. Rudolph is able to recover it after that exchange got blocked. Iowa State showing blitz. They come in with a safety. Rudolph finds one-on-one for Aitman for a first down. Second down for Rudolph. Off-play action. Plenty of time toward the sideline, and Aitman somehow rips it away from Tribune for a first down catch. Four-man twist. Rudolph into double coverage for Aitman. And he was able to come down with it. What a catch by Marcel Aitman. The star of the opening Oklahoma State drive hauls it in for a touchdown.
Well on that play.
Mishandled snap, and Grogan is still able to put it through. Nicely done by Bryant Reber, the holder, to make sure that snap didn't mess Grogan up. There is a penalty marker thrown.
Offside by number 34 of the defense. Penalties decline. Points are good.
Oklahoma and Baylor still on their schedule. Oklahoma-Baylor on our schedule tonight over on ABC in a big day of Big 12. Trevor Ryan will take it out from 5 yards deep, and he's going to lateral it to the other side for Jamal Wiltz. There's going to be a penalty marker thrown, and this will likely be an illegal forward pass as he takes it out across the 40.
An illegal forward pass by the receiving team. Penalty is 5 yards from the spot of the foul, and it's first down.
Backfield with him. First down, Warren up the middle. And Warren slips free. And there goes Mike Warren out across the 25-yard line. Touchdown as well. Landing to pass on first down. And this is what he does very well. He'll take off. He got a block from Lazard. He takes it to the 36. Second down and 1. Lanning will zip one into a tight window, and it deflects into the hands of Joshua Thomas, the running back this year. Lanning, some second down, has another hole. And Joel Lanning switching hands and spinning inside the 25. Play of 20-plus yards already. On first down, Lanning throwing and completing on the run. What a move by Lazard. Aaron Lazard, touchdown Cyclones. They only mustered 3 field goals in the first half last week. Weapons for Rudolph to work with. This is Raymond Taylor, and Demond Tucker with his second tackle for loss on the day. Going. This is a give to Joshua Thomas, another young running back. He's a freshman. With a slow start today. Flea flicker. Warren throwing it back to Lanning, who takes a shot for Lazard. Inside the 15. Lanning rolling for Ryan. A tumbling catch. Touchdown Iowa State. And the Cyclones lead by 2 scores. What is happening in Ames, Iowa right now?
Under further review.
And I think this is going to be whether Trevor Ryan possesses this ball all the way to the ground. But I think Joel Lanning could have ran this into the end zone as well. You see 19, Ryan coming. Very well thrown. Does he possess it all the way to the ground? And I think that's a good catch.
I don't know if there's going to be indisputable video evidence to overturn the ruling on the field, which was a touchdown.
I think this is going to be confirmed. I don't think there's any question right there. I think rightfully reviewed, but I think Ryan has it in that right hand.
I don't think the ball ever touched.
It does move a little bit, but the ball never touched.
After further review, the ball was trapped after it hit the ground. The pass is incomplete.
Wow.
It's fourth down.
Completely disagree with that.
I have to disagree with that, if only because if we're going with indisputable video evidence as the true baseline, it didn't feel like, to us at least, that there was enough there.
Yeah, I think the right arm and elbow is underneath this football initially. And I think the replay booth was rightly looking at the fact that it slides, it moves a little bit when the receiver, Trevor Ryan, rolls over, but I don't think that was trapped at all. I completely disagree with that review and that reversal.
So Cole Netton, who had a bit of a rocky start to the season, has really settled in, and he had a great week last week. 3 field goals, over 40 yards. This chip shot still makes it a 2-score lead as Iowa State has jumped out by 10. This was the touchdown that was overturned. Trevor Ryan ruled incomplete here. 25. On first down, swing it out for Brandon Shepard. Jones. Running away from Jones, and Chris Carson with a hole and a blocker in front. And Carson finally gets dragged out of bounds. Throwing it wide. This is David Glidden, their leading receiver. Shepard again, almost looked like he wanted to pass the football, but on the end around he gets dragged out right near the sticks by Jay Jones, that nickel linebacker hybrid player. He had enough for the first down to the 22. Short pass, swinging it out for Rennie Childs, and Childs with an aggressive run. And on 3rd and 1, he does what he's been doing all season. He's got an option play here and ends up unable to make a decision. And Grogan, who's been so good all year, for the first time this season has missed twice in a row. .com on a huge Saturday in college football. 2nd down and 4, and it's Mike Warren for Iowa State, churning the legs, and he's got enough for the first down. Whitener showing pressure. Lanning is going to run against that blitz, and Lanning is going to get good yardage, line of scrimmage basically. And the blitz coming on Lanning, who's going to take off and has plenty of space against the blitz. That's a 4-yard Lanning run. And this is Warren, who shifts to the outside and then cuts back against Stearns and gets ripped down at the 25.
And then making him pay for a bad decision.
Warren on first down, grabbed and brought down. There is a penalty against Oklahoma State here. It's a face mask, a personal foul penalty.
The number is 97.
2nd down, Thomas gets dragged down by Chad Whitener. 3rd and 1. Lanning keeps. Lanning's got the first down. It is a give to Thomas. Lunging for the goal line, and Iowa State has another touchdown.
We've heard so much about Oklahoma State's defensive front.
Final game of the season. Rudolph on first down, and a nice play by Washington, leaping high. Oklahoma State goes tempo. Rudolph to the outside. Good play in space on Marcel Aitman. Walsh picks up the first down, ran into Wilkes, who tried to stack him up. And now he's just trying to hold on to the ball, and his feet are still moving. Look at J.W. Walsh taking it all the way to the 42-yard line. Only rush 3. Only 3 men are on the rush. Rudolph, nothing downfield. And a great catch on the sideline by David Glidden, trying to keep both feet in bounds. He was past the sticks for a first down. Quick throw from Rudolph, which is what he's been doing all season long. And Glidden has another first down. Is their largest deficit, currently facing it now. Rudolph, a first down play action. And he takes off and slides down at the 29-yard line. The 11th play of the Oklahoma State drive is a run to the right for Chris Carson. And Carson with a first down. Iowa State. Rudolph, fake to Aitman. He has Washington in the end zone. Make that Walsh, rather. He had Washington in the end zone, but could not load up the throw.
Aitman is right up here. Is a good one-on-one situation.
Rudolph looking in that direction. There's the throw out there, and Aitman's got it. inside the 5-yard line in front of Tribune. Spot. This is going to be a give, though, to Carson. And Carson trying to move the football forward to break the plane, which he did for a Cowboy touchdown. Blackwood, the replay official, has been on it so far. Sweet to Alabama's, and he made a good point out of it. Here is Trevor Ryan. A lot of space for Ryan. And he gets dragged down at the 41-yard line. The 2 with their hand down for the Cowboys. They only rush 3. And Lanning gets swallowed up by Emmanuel Ogbah.
It's a good look right there.
The point of the ball ended up touching the ground, and then it was still cradled. But because of the movement caused by the ground, it's an incompletion that was properly ruled by the replay booth. So well done by Jim Blackwood. Excellent punt by Colin Downing. It's down to the 6-yard line the rest of the drive. Carson running right. Finds a good hole. Rudolph will take a knee. And will take it to the locker room. Mason Rudolph had a touchdown pass in the first half. He gives to Raymond Taylor. Ball play action. Rudolph was looking at Glidden over the middle, but couldn't unload. And then he runs out of time, and Damon Tucker runs right into Rudolph. 5-man rush. Cyclones bring a blitz. Out route to the left sideline, and a good play by Aitman. This is a flip up ahead to Jalen McCleskey. First touch for the freshman, and he breaks a tackle. Excellent run by McCleskey. Here's Chris Carson. And Carson with a good cut. Patient running for a first down. Their leading rusher. Now he was helping out of the blitz pickup as Rudolph steps up and takes off. And Rudolph works his way to the edge, and he's run out of bounds. There's the design run, just sticks his head down. And did he get stacked up? And based on where the line judges are, he was short by a yard. Walsh again, first down. Second down and 10. Taylor grabbed immediately, and it's going to be a loss of yardage. Plenty of time. Looking for Aitman, who comes back to the ball and has it at the 1. Lunging for the pylon and out of bounds. Touchdown, Oklahoma State, and Walsh does it again.
Next year, this afternoon.
Grogan adds the extra point.
The touchdown.
Now Iowa State with Warren going back to work, and a good first down run. This seems like a crucial drive for Iowa State. And Lanning taking a shot, a back shoulder throw. It is caught by DeMario Montgomery with penalty markers thrown.
Pass interference by number 8 of the offense.
Yep.
The 15-yard penalty and replay second down.
The 11. Lanning on a design run with plenty of space. It's a lot of that penalty yardage back. Lanning's got time. This is an out route to Lazard. Here's Warren. Another good run on first down. Cowboys loaded up the box that time, and they stopped the run at the 40. But that second effort, good effort by Warren trying to lunge ahead. Again, based on where the line judges are, it looks like it's a yard shot. They give it to Warren, and he sneaks through for a couple. There's Warren running left on second down. Nothing there. Key at times. That was an impressive one last week. Glidden out of the backfield. And gets popped out by Wiltz. Rear. Pressure from Iowa State. And underneath, catches made by Blake Jarwin. And Jarwin may have lost the football. Strum at the bottom of a pile at the 38-yard line. And the Cyclones are claiming they have the football. They do. Jarwin coughed it up, and Levi Peters out of the pack with it. Cowboys bring an exotic blitz, but it gets picked up. And Lanning has to get to the 28-yard line. And he does and more. Diving down near the 20 for the first down. Zone read, Lanning keeps it with a lot of green grass in front of him. Touchdown, Iowa State. Nice job by Austin Fisher, the holder, to get the laces out. Several good things tonight to have the lead. Thomas breaks the tackle, works back towards the line of scrimmage.
Moving forward from that day on, that we were one team. that we were unified and we were one team, and you have bought into it hook, line, and sinker. And for that, men, I am so proud!
Post-game 2011, after the upset of the season that shocked the college football world. Iowa State has the ball up 10 as we start the fourth. On third down, when they needed it most, Emmanuel Ogbah comes up with his second sack of the night. Here comes Mason Rudolph. The Cowboys down 2 scores, plenty of time. Checks it down underneath. Jarwin, who has a fumble in this game.
Make him take the long road.
On the ground, Carson. A lot of traffic there, and somehow he finds a good seam. Large stable for the Cowboys. There's another man in it, Raymond Taylor. Grabbed by Mills, staying on his feet.
He has to prove they can get into the end zone doing that.
Rudolph with time running out. Pearson gets him by the ankles and brings him down to tie the Iowa State single-season sack record. That's 8.5 for Pearson this year. 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground with Carson. And Carson, still able to keep his feet churning, has the first down inside the 30-yard line. Pass on first down, 8 back in coverage for the Cyclones. Rudolph has the release to Glidden on the outside. Look at Jarwin, his 3rd catch. And Jarwin working all the way down to the 16-yard line. Zach Veach blocks for him on the edge. Walsh cuts it back to the inside and scores. Brogan makes it a 3-point game with a big extra point. He was 2 for his last 10. Zone read, Ryan stretching it, and takes a hard hit from Ashton Lampkin. Cowboys bring pressure. Lanning whips one for a first down to Montgomery in front of Kevin Peterson. Some stadiums and arenas are known for some big moments. Could be a big one on either side tonight. Rudolph for Washington and a first down to the 35. First down run, Carson. Trying to get to the edge, and Pearson was all the way there. So to have 8 back in coverage again with a quarter of the field to cover. Washington is right there again. One-on-one at the top of the formation. Rudolph for Glidden. This time he's got it in Iowa State territory. Something from the sideline, so maybe he wanted a timeout. Instead, Oklahoma State runs 2nd down, and Rudolph diving ahead, short of the line to gain. Cyclones bring 5. Rudolph gets rid of it quick and has another first down to Glidden, who tiptoes for extra yardage. Just 3 in the pattern. They'll dump it down for Chris Carson, and he's got the first down. They're going to swing it outside. Jeff Carr, the true freshman, gives the Cowboys the lead to make it a touchdown game, which Grogan has no problem with. And the Cyclones with a first down pass. Montgomery ducking his head into Lampkin, and the forward progress gets him to about the 35-yard line. They've converted once today. Run play. Warren trying to stumble forward, and he got grabbed from behind by Chad Whitener. Stop shy, and the Cowboy defense comes up clutch. But they need 3 quick stops. J.W. Walsh stacked up. The stop made there by Damon Tucker for Iowa State. Ryan has a punt return touchdown in his career. Signer trying to pin it. That's a pretty decent bounce.
Oh, my Lord.
Dead at the 5-yard line. Excellent punt. Gonna have to throw it. 8 back in coverage for the Cowboys. Deep out, picked off. And that should seal the deal for Oklahoma State as Jordan Stearns comes up with his first career pick to seal it for Oklahoma State. Will stay unbeaten. For the 2nd time this year, they come back from down 17. They did it against Texas Tech early. They do it against Iowa State late. And Oklahoma State can take a breath. And now the Big 12 truly does go through Stillwater. Coming up next on ESPN College Football Primetime with Arkansas and number 9 LSU. Here a 35-31 Oklahoma State win to stay unbeaten. For Kelly and Olivia, Adam Amin saying so long. Back to Adnan.